I like Stuart Lee better.
Yeah, he's the second best comedian you've ever seen. I'm going to stick up. The man, Richard Herring, is better than Stuart Lee. Aside, he isn't.
As it occurs to me, as it occurs to me, as it occurs to me.
The kind of nice thing about this is it's just, we, as long as everyone can do it and we want to do it, we can just do it whenever we want.
I'm at that point in my career where £85 a week is, it's quite good money.
Yeah, it's quite good money.
If we make the ticket sales, of course. There's no guarantee of that.
No, there's no guarantee of that.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it's probably been a bit down.
No, yeah.
Because this show is sort of about me and what I've done, and that's kind of, for me, that's the sort of unique selling point of it almost as well, is that a lot of these shows are, someone will get loads of people to come and write for them, and other people write for them, and for me, for this one, it's kind of makes the point of it is that I do it all, and it's quite a hard thing to do, and to do it each week. So if I had a team of writers, it wouldn't have the same kind of DIY homemade feel, and also it just means that there's a danger of some of it failing, which I think is quite important.
The DNA tests. I read it every day on my show. The DNA tests show
Just 3 letters.
I know, but
how can you?
On my planet they mean something else. The DNA tests show that Richard Herring...
Oh, just say what it
is not the father of the child.
Justice!
He might send something through on a Sunday night, maybe, but sometimes on a Monday I'm quite occupied, and I might not be able to roll up my sleeves until I get here, and they have a rehearsal, and while they're doing that, I'm sort of poring over it, and then it's pretty short notice, really.
I sometimes just send a text, say look out for this or look out for that, but generally it's kind of quite good to spring it on people. And we do like 2 readings and then do it, and that's honestly usually enough. You can go to Emma, don't do Marie Antoinette with a French accent. She goes off and cries for an hour, and then we do the show.
I think he just likes to drive himself slowly mad over a period of 10 weeks. It's sort of, some people like to do a marathon and train for that, but what Richard likes to do is he likes to just quietly become properly insane by writing 10 scripts all on his own.
Also, this way we're not morally culpable
for
exactly. Anything that's said or done. We're just following orders.
We're off the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can understand why he's a bit confused about it, though, to be fair. And now I'm worried. Now what I'm really worried about, now this has all come out, is that you're about to tell me that you, tiny Andrew Collins, artificially inseminated your own mother. That is...
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I could frame you and take over your show while you're on paternity leave.
Oh my God, that is much worse than anything we said last week.
The man's a genius, at least the character's genius, obviously.
Tiny Andrew Collins. Because he just wants to be in the podcast.
Am I a nightmare to work with? No, I'm a lovely person. What have they been saying about me? I think I'm fairly easygoing. There's time, I have my moments.
He does treat us abominably, and physically too, and sexually.
Yeah. I just like getting out of the house on a Monday night, really.
Never at all. No, he's great. Really, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
If anything, this whole thing is just an elaborate attempt to get at least one of us in bed, isn't it? It's not worked, so we have to keep going.
Christian.
I think it's Christian as well.
No other reason for him to be here.
But no, it's always been all right to me.
We discussed the scripts beforehand, and everyone chips in and chucks little gags in. But I don't think anyone else will be writing this particular show. It's me. If I go, that's the end of it. And if I go mad, that's the end of it, which might be more likely.
It's just some of the ones are just so long, like la da 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 da, and then you've just got to think, all right, okay, how can I make this, Every now and again, it just makes it's right to do it like just monotonously, Eventually, it gets funny because it's in the same groove, and then sometimes you just can't count on that. It's terrible when you think this will get funny in a minute. It's like it's not. Then you have to kind of go, all right, I'm just here to break up the laughter.
The face, even people associated with me aren't allowed to win awards. That's how bad it's got. Take over, Christian. Cover for me.
As it occurs to me, ill-informed, insulting and infantile.
That's it's true. That's this week's 1-star iTunes review. That came from Best Bees.
The more offensive, the better, frankly. Yeah. bring on the offence. It's all good. It's all good.
I think comedy needs to be pushed and the boundaries need to be pushed. And there isn't... He's not being deliberately offensive if it's ironic, so, you know, there's a whole point to it.
I'm a really big fan of Stuart Lee and Richard Herring, so you kind of know what you're expecting if you come to see Richard Herring, I think. And his Hitler moustache was quite good.
There'll certainly be anal penetration. He seems to be dangerously obsessed with anything to do with the rectum. He also seems to be just any bodily fluid, really, especially if it's come out of a penis. He loves everything to do with the penis. He's a big fan of the penis. In many ways, so some would say weird for someone who proclaims to be a heterosexual gentleman, but he has a real fascination with the penis and all that it does, doesn't he, really? It's just endlessly writing about the penis.
And probably some jokes about religion.
Yeah.
Those are the two things.
Penises and Jesus, those are Richard's hobbies.
I think we'd probably like to do some more. It is very hard, but when right in the middle at the moment, and I'm knackered and doing too much other stuff, and writing the script was, I've just got up at 6 o'clock this morning and written most of the script today. So you know, at this point, I kind of feel like maybe I don't want to do any more, but we probably will do more once you got to the end, and actually once you've done the show, you kind of feel on Sunday and night and Monday all day I feel pretty lousy, and then we do the show and usually it goes quite well, and then after Monday I feel quite good. So as long as I have to make the decision after I've done a show, it will be fine. But yeah, as I say, I've got quite a lot coming up in the autumn. I was thinking try and do it in the autumn, but I don't know whether. I don't want to kind of wreck other stuff and this by not doing it properly.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed doing it. It's brilliant fun. It's just whether Richard's mind will hold to a third series. We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
No. Richard, look. Under this tiny Mrs. Collins mask.
My goodness, it's my face. She's got my face, it's me. Yes, it is. That is who I am. That is me. Tiny Mrs. Collins is me. It's like the kind of rubbish idea that appears clever, but is actually just pathetic that Patrick McGowan would come up with.
See, what you don't know is that every Monday after we've done the run-through, he takes us to Pret a Manger and buys us a sandwich. Sometimes we're even allowed a packet of crisps.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's heady days. No, he's very nice to work with, actually.
Yeah, he's
and
lovely.
I'm not just saying that because he's behind the camera. I think he's
pointing a gun at us.
Yeah.
No, he's lovely.
As it occurs to me.